Thy word is a lantern unto my feet, and a light unto my paths. I have sworn and am steadfastly purposed to keep thy righteous judgments. I am troubled above measure. Quicken me, O Lord, according to thy word. Let the free will offerings of my mouth please thee, O Lord, and teach me thy judgments. My soul is always in my hand, yet do I not forget thy law. The ungodly have laid a snare for me, but yet I swerved not from thy commandments. Thy testimonies have I claimed as mine heritage forever, and why? They are the very joy of my heart. I have applied my heart to fulfill thy statutes alway, even unto the end. I have applied my heart. Good morning. The heart and the state of our heart is of great concern and interest for the Christian, and I believe for God too. That symbolic seat of our emotions and will. And Jesus taught that from our heart overflow so much good and so much evil. He was concerned much more with the state of our heart than our outward conformity to religious laws. So Christians have always been interested in considering their heart, and that's at the centre of our prayer life, which often begins with a self-examination, weighing up, listening to, if you like, the state of our soul. And I counsel you and me today to give a little bit of time to attending to your heart. What is its motive today? How will it shape what you say and how you say it? How will it affect what you think and what you resist thinking, and what we do as well? And what we do is often the last stage of that process of things growing and welling up within us and being mulled over, and then we act. So Jesus taught, attend to the heart. The first springs of things are inside, are where we need to listen. And that's appropriate today. I'm thinking this week really about the arrival of the Christian gospel to England. I'm writing about it at the moment for my next book, and also in the Anglican calendar it is this week that we remember the great figures of that period. Yesterday was Bede, who we thought about in the forest, and today it's Augustine, not the Confessions Augustine of Hippo, but Augustine of Canterbury, the great missionary who washed up on the Kent coast in 597 AD, met with King Ethelbert of East Anglia and his wife Queen Bertha, who was already a Christian, Bede tells us, and there they met, and a great procession as they sang, and they carried a silver cross, Bede says, and an image, a painting of the likeness of Christ. Wouldn't that be amazing to see what that picture was? I wonder what ever happened to it. Well, anyway, as Augustine and those with him settled in Canterbury and were allowed to share the faith there, he received advice and instruction from Pope Gregory, who had sent him here. And I wanted to read to you some of Gregory's advice to Augustine, which I just think is perfect and really appropriate for us as we think about the position of our heart this day. Gregory writes to Augustine thus: "Finally, dearest brother, always strictly examine your inner dispositions in all the outward actions which by God's help you perform. Clearly understand your own character and how much grace is in this nation, for whose conversion God has given you the power to work miracles. And if you remember that you have ever offended our Creator by word or action, let the memory of your sin crush any temptation to praise pride that may arise in your heart. And bear in mind that whatever powers to perform miracles you have received or shall receive from God are entrusted to you solely for the salvation of your people. Whatever temptations may arise in your heart, strictly examine your inner dispositions, clearly understand your character, and I love this, understand how much grace is in this nation. Well, that grace is still present still. So may God bless you as you go to ground.